Hello, welcome back to IT Landing a Gate course. On this time, we are on part 5, Express Route. So far, a quick recap to what we have covered in case if you are interested into the earlier sessions. We spoke about how Azure work, subscription, tenant, how they Microsoft logically hierarchy dividing the structure. Then we spoke about the ARM template, Azure Resource Manager. Then we spoke about logging or logs. And then we spoke about the VMs. And then the earlier session or the previous session, we spoke about VNet and Subnet and how that works and the peering between the VNet. For today, we will be talking about Express Route in more detail. So the Express Route, what we have this very common terminology, traffic to 365, traffic to public IP address in Azure services, and traffic to virtual network. Customer environment on the left hand side, we have the partner edge, like one of these vendors that provide ISPs. Then we create the connection between ISP and the Microsoft. It's called customers connection. It's the routers sit like within the vendor provider and basically to the Microsoft backbone. And you can see the red one goes to 365, Sky for Business, SharePoint, and so on. Yeah, all Microsoft Teams and other stuff. Or you can do the cloud, which is the portal and all the fancy PaaS and SaaS. Or you can have the blue one, which is traffic to virtual network, which will be allow us to use the Azure backbone. How this will look like, the Express Route, a customers on-premise, internet edge, firewall, core network, and we have the Microsoft Cloud and the three options via either a private peering between us and Microsoft. You can see that blue, or you can have a public peering, which is the option number 2, and you can have again the Microsoft peering, which is the 365, the red one. These are the three options for different surfaces, how you can communicate and landing your side from DMZ to the Microsoft and not going across this we call a public internet. Now, how the HA work in this scenario? Because it's really crucial, we talk about the HA and how we can consume and utilize. On-premise routers, primary, secondary, express circuit, duplicate, uprise, Microsoft routers, public peering, private peering to Microsoft Azure. Again, they have express route, national cloud, peering location from Microsoft, and then the peering location, you can see the green ones across the regions, across the globe. Yeah. You can create the express route, through the portal, search for, through the search bar for express route, and then you can go through that one. I'm not going to cover this in details, but show you how we can create it, how we can do the configuration, either standard or premium, and then the speed you will choose. Yeah, this is using the same subscription. Add, create the connection, or different subscriptions, and you can peer as well, and you can create the connection across each one of them. And if you recall earlier slide, we spoke about, we said like single to many, Contoso Express Route, too many. I showed you this one earlier, VNet. And then you can have it like that way, Express Route from Contoso landing to the gateway with a slash 28 or larger, depending on your need. And then you can have dynamic routing. And then dynamic routing will take care of like basically, the IPs and subnet and assigning. Or you can have the Express Route gateway. We have the different SKU, like you see 500 deprecated. It seems like Microsoft are not making money out of it or does not fulfill the need of the customers. Hence, we are starting from 1 GP, going to up to 9,000, which is 9 GP. And recently they are introducing Microsoft like 15 as well. So these numbers plus the new improvement which Microsoft keep adding to achieve or address the need of the customers. Force tunneling, you can see force tunneling basically if you are familiar with the tunneling part, like force or partial. This is what we are doing here. We are doing force tunnel between the circuit itself, the proxy, and the back end of backbone. You can see the on-premise traffic as your public, and you can use the internet traffic itself between the proxy and the edge network. UDR, user-defined routes, is really crucial when you come to the cloud and you can see the user-defined, the flow between your environment, a Microsoft environment, you go to DMZ, test VNet, basically all of these when you are talking about like public clouds or like the logical virtual segregation, which is a bit different to what we used to do on premise. On premise, we used to basically we got physical and we separate them by like switches, servers, and we don't even allow them to speak to each other. But with Microsoft, they do the same thing, but it's virtually virtual. Yeah, you can see the web application front end, how you can move it away from the back end, and then you can allow DMZ with user-defined routing to allow the communication happening between the two, either same subscription, different subscriptions, same tenant, different tenant, and so on. Okay, and then you move on to the connection standard and the connection itself and the UDR DNS and like the tools, effective tools, you can utilize it for UDR. So this is all what I have for you for the express route. Next session, what we will do, we will be talking about the load balancing side of it. Thank you for watching and goodbye